Dear students, I hope you all are fine. Today in this video, we will going to continue our chapter which is motion and time. This chapter is in physics. Before starting the part 3, let me remind you what we understood in the last video lecture. In the last video lecture, we understood about uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Uniform motion means if a body is covering same distance in a fixed time or same time interval is said to be in a uniform motion. Suppose if you want to throw the ball from the height. So at that time you observe that in each and every second the respected falling ball is traveling the same distance in a given time. So it is said to be in a uniform motion. Another example is the hands of the watch second, minute and hour. You see that after completion of every 60 seconds, the second hand comes at 12. So it is covering the same distance in a given time interval. So it is said to be in a uniform motion. Same way for the rotation and revolution of earth. Okay, that the earth is continuously covering the same distance in a fixed time interval, and due to that reason after completion of every 365 days the year gets changed. So likewise we understood the uniform motion. Next one is non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion means if a body is covering unequal distance in a same time interval or fixed time interval is said to be in a non-uniform motion. Suppose you are going to pass through the market. So at that time, sometimes you have to accelerate your bike, or sometimes you have to stop your bike, or sometimes you have to decrease your speed of the bike. So likewise, you can see that the distance covered by your respected bike or any vehicle is not the same in same time interval. Hence, it is said to be in a non-uniform motion. Okay, some another examples are oscillation of pendulum. So in that you know that once you just hit that pendulum, it will performing the to and fro movement. Slowly and gradually, its speed is getting slower, okay, and at one time it will going to be stopped. So I can say that in a same time interval it is not covering the same distance, so it is said to be in a non-uniform motion. Bouncing ball the same like that. Okay, so this is the non-uniform motion. So likewise in the last video lecture we understood about this topic, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Now we will going to continue our part 3, which is distance and displacement. In this video, we are going to understand this topic, that is distance and displacement. So let's start. So for that I am taking one example. You can see over here that this is your friend's home and this is your home. Between these two houses, there is one rectangular shaped structure is there, which is the garden. The center is garden and surrounding this garden, the roads are available. So likewise, the structure is here. Now what you have to do, suppose you want to visit your friend's house. So at that time, which path will you take? So this is the road, so you must have to follow this. Your house I am going to consider as a A. Then next one is O, and the third one is B. So you will going to follow this path, starts from A to O to B. So then and then you can reach to your friend's house. Clear? So suppose imagine that the total path covered by you to reach to your friend's house. So suppose A to O is approximately 40 meter. We measure this distance with the help of the tape, measuring tape, and we're going to get the distance, we're going to get the total measurement from A to O is 40 meter, O to B is 30 meter. So total how much path you have covered? You have covered A to O means 40 plus O to B 30. So 40 plus 30 is how much? Yes, exactly. You have covered total 70-meter distance and reached to your friend's house. So what is this? This is known as the distance between your home and your friend's home. So what is distance? Now we get the definition. Distance means the total path covered by a body in a certain time is called distance. Understood? So over here total how much distance you have covered, that is total 70 meters. Okay, now let's understand that suppose if any condition is there, suppose the construction is going on nearby to the road construction is going to be there into the path of O to B. So now you cannot go by this way. So what will you do? You will going to find out one another way. Yes, exactly. Suppose if both path is completely blocked, then you will going to pass through the garden and reach to your friend's house. Okay, so you can see over here that AOB, you can see this triangle. This triangle is quite similar, and yes, it is nothing but the right angle triangle. And you know that right angle triangle is having 90 degree. So whatever the side which is opposite of this right angle is known as hypotenuse side, and this side is the longest side which is mentioned in the right angle. Okay, so if you will going to follow this A to B path directly and going to measure it, then you will going to find out the distance from A to B is nothing but just 50 meters. So what is this? This is the shortcut to reach to your friend's house, and it is known as displacement. What is displacement? Definition is likewise that the shortest distance, I repeat, the shortest distance covered by a body to reach to the final position is said to be is known as displacement. Okay, so over here you can see that total distance was 40 plus 30 70 meter. That is known as distance. But the shortest distance is 50 meters. So this is known as displacement. So now you get it. What is the difference between the distance and the displacement? Just to one word. Distance means total path covered by a body, and displacement means remove the total word. The shortest path covered by a body is known as displacement. So this is the first difference. Now what is the similarity? You can see that both can able to measure in meter. So this is a kind of similarity. Okay. Second one, that suppose in the distance, suppose you are going to move from A to O, O to B. Okay. Or might be you are taking the opposite path, that is likewise that B to the next and reach to the O. So you can follow this part also, or you can come back to likewise B to O and O to A to reach to your house. Okay, so can I mention the direction? No need of it. In distance there is no need to mention any direction. Okay, and hence it is known as scalar quantity. Now what is scalar quantity? Scalar quantity means you just need the value or magnitude, that is 40 plus 30, that is 70. So you just need the value, that what is the value of respected distance, so that is 70. No need to mention the direction, that whether it is moving northeast or northwest or southeast or southwest. So this is considered as a scalar quantity. Means in short, scalar quantity required just value of respected physical quantity, while displacement require both value as well as the direction. So that's why it is known as vector quantity. What is vector quantity? Vector quantity requires both value as well as the direction. So you can see that you are moving from A to B. You are moving upside. Okay, and in a slanting manner. So you can see over here in the direction we have mentioned in the slide, that is northeast. So we are traveling 50 meters northeast. Okay, if you want to mention the displacement. Suppose you are going back to your house, that is B to A. So at that time you have moved 50-meter southwest direction. So understood that distance means total path covered by a body, the first point. Second point, distance is a scalar quantity. Okay. Third one, that distance always mentioned in positive numbers. We cannot, if you are suppose moving from your friend's house to your house, so I cannot say that minus 30 or minus 40. No, it's not like that. It value is always in a positive number. 40 meter positive, 30 meter positive. So distance can be mentioned always in positive number. So this 3 point is there in the distance. Now move for the displacement. Displacement means what? Displacement means the shortest path covered by a body is considered as a displacement. The first point. Second point is that displacement is a vector quantity. Means it requires value along with the direction. Means we must have to mention the direction. The third one is that displacement can be in both positive number also and negative number also. If you are moving forward, suppose A to B, then I can say 50-meter northeast direction. But suppose I am moving back B to A, so might be it can be mentioned like suppose minus 50-meter north or southwest direction. So can be mentioned in both positive number also and negative number also. So this is the difference between distance and displacement. I have mentioned the definition over here, that is distance and displacement. Distance is the total path covered by the object in a given interval of time, and displacement means the shortest path covered by the moving object in the given interval of time. And next one is the comparison or difference between the distance and displacement. Okay, we just now discussed, but once again I am reading it. The actual path or the actual length of the path covered by a certain interval of time is called distance traveled by a body. And displacement means the shortest path covered by a body in a given time. Moving to the next is distance. Means distance is a scalar quantity, means it's required just a value, or should I say magnitude, and displacement is a vector quantity which require magnitude along with the direction, or should I say value along with the direction. Third one is that distance is always in a positive number, which I mentioned in the previous slide, and displacement can be in both positive and negative direction. So this is it for today. Next time I will come with the new topic, which is time and speed. Till then, just revise these 3 video lectures and clear your concept. Still, if you find any doubt, you can ask me at any time into the comment section. I will definitely going to clear your doubt. Okay. Stay happy and have a nice day. Bye.